This is for the nerds, this is for the brainiacs, this what we deserve. Go ahead and play it back, you ain't gonna touch me, you not gonna do nothing, you are not above me, I bet you wish you was me, I know it, I know it.
What's up, everybody? Happy Hump Day. Welcome to another OnlyFriends podcast.
What are you look confused about, Christian?
We are fucking popping
Look
today.
at Christian right now.
What's going on?
Who are you humping, dude? Like, what is going on?
It's Hump
Who are
Day.
you humping?
Hump Day.
It's just the middle of the week.
Who says that?
You don't
Hump Day?
remember that Geico commercial?
Yeah,
with
it's
the
Hump
camel?
Day, my dudes. It's Hump Day.
It was with the camel.
Yeah, Geico Hump Day camel.
Oh,
Their
was it
insurance
Geico?
industry
I
is
think
a
it was
fraud.
I don't
It's
know.
a
if
camel.
It
It
was
was
Geico.
saying it was Hump Day, and the camel was Hump, so he said Hump Day.
Yeah.
You guys are.
It was a thing. Okay.
It was a thing. It was real.
Okay.
I was like 8,
Okay.
but it was
a
real.
thing.
So
You
who
were
are you
so-
humping?
You were certainly
Who are
live
you
for
humping?
it.
You don't
Who
answer
are
any
you
questions.
humping?
That's not what Hump Day means.
Yeah, but
It
who are you
should.
humping?
It means,
Yeah, but-
it means over the hump.
Yeah, but who are you
We're
humping?
getting over the hump.
We're
So
asking the
the
questions
midweek
people
hump.
want to know.
Yeah, people don't care about Hump Day. They care about who you're humping.
I'm not
Yeah.
humping anybody.
Well, that sounds like a problem. Is everything okay?
Oh shit!
Low
I got
T,
the
man.
light.
Low
You
T. What are you
feeling
going to
okay?
do?
You just start the
Oh my
tea, the
God.
tea early.
Yeah, low T. What are we
What
going to do?
does soy boy mean?
Soy boy
Low
is
T.
like a
Means low
like a
T.
pussy
Oh, because we
boy.
just got a donation for $5. Matt Berkey, you are a soy boy.
soy boy.
It wasn't me that did that donation.
This
by
look
the
like
way.
it's fucking made of soy to you?
soy and oat milk,
Ain't no
baby.
goddamn soy.
Soy and
Soy
oat milk.
boy.
I have this
I
light
love that
today,
insult.
man.
That's
Come
a
on,
great
dude.
one.
We got to make you look.
I'm gonna start sweating again.
Why do you sweat? There's no heat coming from it.
It's
It's
an
an
LED.
LED.
I sweat from the light.
It's an LED. Is it because it gives you anxiety and you're sweating?
No, I'm fine. I'm
Well, then
relaxed.
there's no reason that
I don't know.
heat
It's
should be
bright.
given-
It
It's a
actually
bright-
generates zero heat.
It's
It
a
doesn't
bright.
generate heat.
It's a
an
bright
LED.
light.
So with it, it's giving you anxiety, and that's causing
You're
you
a
to sweat.
fucking vampire, dude. Like, that's what it is. As soon as you see the light, it's like, I can't breathe. I'm sweating.
No, I can see. I can.
I don't mind the light at all.
No, I can. Maybe I just get spray tanned.
We
Don't
can get
do
sprayed.
that.
We're gonna get our nails done.
Yeah.
Conrad's
Who's
gonna
we?
come. Me, Landon, and Conrad are
Ah.
gonna go get our nails done.
The soy boys.
The soy boys,
if you will.
Well,
Why?
I vibe high tea.
What's
I'm
the
not a
issue of
soy
having
boy.
clean nails?
Wait,
Nothing.
are you going to go get manicure?
manicures, pedicures?
Just bite them like a grown ass man.
No, because
That's
then
what
you give
I
yourself
do.
a fucking hangnail.
Bro.
You
I
give
mean-
yourself. You know how annoying dealing with a hangnail is.
Landon's Metro now.
I see.
That's a terrible, terrible word.
Why?
Why? No,
I
Metro's fine.
just like being clean. I see my nails. I don't
Wait,
like my nails.
is metrosexual still a thing? That
don't
was
know.
like early 90s.
You know what though? The thing about metrosexual is like the bar's so fucking low. It's just like
It's like
a guy
you
who
get your nails
showers.
done. Yeah, you shower.
He cleans
A guy who
himself.
showers with more than dish soap for his entire body.
A guy who uses
is
deodorants, who brushes
So
his
the bar's
teeth.
so low.
Yeah.
I mean,
Metro was when I was like in high school or whatever, were like dudes that like did their eyebrows and
Yeah.
like they were real.
So
Like they
Conrad.
had lip balm, not lip balm, what the fuck?
Lip
That's
gloss.
lip gloss and
Okay.
shit. I'm like, bro, they had like the double
Yeah,
earrings.
that was and they wore the pop collars.
the pop
so, yeah.
collars with the
Pop-
bracelets.
Yeah, the
those are aristocrats.
Aristocats.
Bro, I'm just saying.
They come from wealth.
They used to bag girls though.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
they had all the girls.
because they're clean.
I don't know if the
They're-
girls were curious or
But they
maybe
clearly
they
had
were.
a new fucking haircut. New fucking. It's a great video.
You know, there's a lot of science out there that says overdoing it with soap is actually like bad for the
for your
body.
skin.
What do you mean
Yeah.
overdoing it with soap?
Like using too harsh of chemicals and stuff.
Or even just like basically in general, like if you just wash pits and slits, you're doing pretty fine.
Okay, no.
Pits and
That's
slits?
disgusting.
Pits and slits, everything else you just
Disgusting.
you kind of just rinse
Pits
off.
and slits.
Is that what you do in the shower?
I mean, clearly that's what he's doing.
I exfoliate.
So I've always been a head to toe soaper upper,
Metro.
Yeah.
but I've been listening
Metro.
to
Very
more.
Metro of you.
bro.
I've been
Way to be clean.
I have a loofah and body wash.
Yeah. That's
Wow,
Metro.
dude, that really that's
Metro.
upper echelon of men.
Yeah. But I've been listening to more and more stuff that is pretty high on not washing off the good bacteria.
IT.
Well,
You got some
It
lavender
depends on your
shit,
skin,
like,
I think.
You know that lavender that you put in the
No, everything I have is
bathtub?
scentless.
Like
Like
bath
if
salt?
I
Bath salt,
don't
lavender,
exfoliate, I will
Epsom
get
salt.
itchy because it's just like dead skin. It's like I have to scrub it off
Yeah, but you could do that without soaping up.
with what? A
It's the
razor
loofah.
blade?
No, loofah. What the fuck? What kind of psychopath are you?
He's crazy.
Pits and slits.
I use
That's
exfoliating
wild.
body wash and exfoliating gloves, and I really get in
Exfoliating
there.
body wash?
Uh-huh.
What's in it? Gravel?
Scrub.
Scrub.
Salt. I don't
Matt,
know.
it's
Sugar.
scrub. Scrub.
Now everything's like
Oh, Mamma
charcoal.
Mia.
Yeah, everything
Everything's
is charcoal's very
charcoal, like,
trendy right now.
Super hard.
I've started a new skincare routine.
How have you?
You're
How's it
glowing.
go?
Thank you.
I can tell.
Okay,
How
I'll
does it
tell
work?
you.
Tell us.
I would take my makeup off with a bed
With the bed sheet. With the bed sheet.
of cleansing balm, and then I use a cleanser, and then I use peptides, which I've never used before. I used them last night for the first time, and my skin felt so good.
What's a
I take a
peptide?
bunch of peptides.
What's a
yeah,
peptide?
I
Mine
eat
are all
them
injectable,
too.
though.
Oh, well, I don't do
what
that.
What do you do? What is a peptide?
They're amino acids, I think, that help your what?
I feel violated from Berkey's pits and slits.
Yeah, it's like really aggressive.
It gets the point across.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to
vitamin
forget
C
that.
serum, moisturizer. So I don't know, 5 steps. Mostly
Five-step plan.
serums though
Yeah.
that are natural. So
You didn't come up with that, obviously.
No. It's Dax Shepard and his wife, Kristen Bell. They do a podcast, and they talk about it all the time.
They talk about pits and slits all the time.
That's all
you
they wash.
have to wash the rest of your body though.
It kind of
You really
happens by
don't,
default
though.
a little
You
bit.
should though.
Like, if you're sweating profusely, or whatever,
Yeah.
like they basically say once every 3 or 4 days they wash their hair, they wash their limbs,
yeah,
and things of that
okay.
nature. But
I wash
like,
my hair every other day.
yeah. So I mean, that's doesn't seem that uncommon.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro,
pits and slits are where the main pores are.
Yeah, I mean I don't exfoliate every day.
do you take a shower every day?
At least one.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. Okay, no, because I was dating a girl one time, bro. She was like, we were about to have sex, right? And I was like, did you take a shower? She's like, oh, I
Congrats
don't
on
take
the
a shower
sex.
every day. I'm like, whoa.
There
She's like,
was a- I
only
will
if I
say-
sweat. She said only if I sweat. And
There was a period of time
That's how
where
you get
I was
chinchads in the
not
bed.
showering much.
dude, I was out.
I'm leaving the
There was no
house.
coming back from
When I
that.
leave the house, I'm showering every day. But there was a period of time where I was not leaving the house much, and I was not showering much.
Yeah, but you weren't having sex.
No, I wasn't
Yeah.
having sex.
Of course not. You were a
How-
goblet.
yeah, I don't know
You're in
who would
hobgoblin mode,
encroach my pits and
Well,
slits. at that
nobody,
point.
because you weren't leaving the house.
I wasn't leaving the house.
You
yeah,
weren't leaving.
so-
You were hidden.
Well, that was intentional. I,
Bro,
did, I
none
didn't
of this
want
was
to have sex with anyone.
Like, we didn't prep this in any of this conversation.
Of course we didn't. Why
I
would
got
you-
a lot of news and notes to get to. We haven't even begun to touch. We're
Yeah.
still.
Bro,
we're
you
still-
started with the pits
The
and
pits and
slits and
slits
changed
got
the
us
whole
going.
podcast.
I'm just
So
saying.
we're getting nails done.
I'm a big fan of Dax. I'm a big fan of Ashton Kutcher. I'm a big fan of Mila Kunis and Kristen Bell, and they're
Love
all
them.
on board with the pits and slits.
They all seem a little like.
I heard about
you
these
know-
like.
they seem like they could have a little funky
Yeah,
sense.
they all
No
seem like.
way.
Yeah.
You
I
think
don't-
Mila Kunis stinks?
No, but she does seem
I don't
like.
think she stinks.
She seems like she has like a lot of energies. You know, like.
What the fuck are you talking
He's
about?
fucking
You
around.
know
bro. He's obviously
exactly
fucking
what I'm
around.
talking
No, I
about.
don't.
He's fucking around.
Yeah,
Mila Kunis
she's
is a
got a
goddamn
lot of
catch.
energies.
Of course, she's a catch,
Yeah.
but she's definitely.
I
Like
really
want to
try one of those like pedicures where like
Yeah.
the fish come and like they eat the stuff off
Oh,
your feet.
I hate the idea of like
Yeah, I'd like
somebody
to do
fucking
that.
I just want to know what that feels like.
awful.
I think you can do it at the airport.
What airport pedicures? What airport?
I read somewhere that you can get like HIV from doing that though.
What the fuck?
Bro, come on.
Because the fish, like, if they eat someone else's skin that has HIV,
That's
and they,
nuts.
like,
Okay, I don't want to get my feet. I
No.
don't want
Yeah,
Guapo
I'm-
says no.
I'm hard out on this
I'm-
one.
I'm
Guapo's
just-
lying. He says you're lying.
I'm spreading.
Gaslight,
I'm
gatekeep, girl
I'm
bomb.
You can get
spreading-
hepatitis.
I'm trying to
It
start
says
some
you could
rumors.
get hepatitis from those fish.
Okay,
It's
what
outlawed in the
what
UK.
is hepatitis?
And then other people are like, get to the cheating. Come on, man, hurry up.
wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. What is hepatitis?
No, now you're gonna have to sit and listen to hepatitis talk.
I just want to know what that is. Just what
Speak
is
for
it?
being rude and
Well,
demanding.
it depends on if you get hepatitis
A, B, or
A,
C.
B, C. Maybe there's a D.
I don't think there's a
I'm
D.
not
remember
sure.
Big Mouth-
Hepatitis
in
D.
I know
Big Mouth
Pam
they have
Anderson
hep-
has hepatitis C.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one's affiliated with dirty needle
It's an
usage.
immune
The hump day
system
one.
thing, isn't it?
Hump day.
I know Big Mouth had like a hepatitis monster.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Yeah,
Herpes monster.
something like that.
No, I don't think it was either of those.
I think it was. I'll find it.
I've watched all the Big Mouths. By the way, what a fucking show!
Great
yeah,
show.
it's good.
Great show. There's also
no,
a
that was Rick
spin-off.
and Morty is what it was.
Okay, yeah, I
Rick
don't know
and
anything
Morty
about
had the
Rick and Morty.
hepatitis monster
There's also a spin-off of Big Mouth.
for the monsters.
Yeah, it's just the
I haven't
hormone
seen that
monsters.
one yet. What's
So
it called?
good.
Probably find it.
I
Not that
can't
hard.
recall.
Not that hard to find.
Yeah, and it's something to do with like 9 to 5
Monsters.
work.
With monsters and
Anyway,
9 to 5 work.
anyway,
It's actually called Pits and Slits.
some big news happened over the last few days. Big shout out to Andrew Neeme. Congratulations to him. He got signed for WPT. New ambassador, long time in the
Yay.
game, old timey reg, if you will, the
Is he?
OG godfather of vlogging. Actually gets signed after Brad Owen.
That's fucked
I don't
up.
know what that
Wow.
means. It
That's
seems like
fucked
a real
up.
shot to me.
It's
Nah,
probably right.
I'm just sure like his negotiating team was better, so it took longer. You know,
I feel like those two
Nah,
are
I think,
synonymous.
I think Brad was just like, yeah, I'll take it, and Neeme
Nah.
was like, nah, I want more money.
Nah, Brad
I
has-
want $1 more than Brad Owen. And he got it.
Brad has the bigger platform at this
You
point.
don't
But
give a fuck.
I do feel like those two are synonymous. Like, it was almost certain this was going to be a package
I
deal.
found
right?
it. So hepatitis A was the monster, and then hepatitis C was the good monster.
I see.
We've moved on.
No, we had
the
to talk
next
about
topic.
it. No, we had to talk about it.
This is block B.
So if
This
we're
conversation is
qualifying
giving me
Brad Owen
hepatitis.
and Andrew Neeme as types of hepatitis,
Wow.
which ones?
They're both
which?
hepatitis C, the good guy, obviously.
I see.
Why
okay.
is hepatitis C good?
I don't know. It was in Rick and Morty.
Right,
where
is it like
hepatitis
vitamin C?
Wow.
I don't
hepatitis-
think-
Paula said Hep C is the one where you share needles.
Yeah, I don't
This
think that
doesn't seem
that's a
good.
good
Well,
thing.
in the Rick and Morty episode, hepatitis C killed hepatitis A, which made hepatitis C the good guy.
It seems like it just makes it superior.
Yeah, not like a good guy.
No, I give like a thumbs up and stuff. At the
Good
end.
guys don't always win.
This sounds like some Florida
Yeah, I
man
heard
shit.
dark side shit.
Yeah.
I think I like Neeme more than Owen.
Like, who would you rather like go on vacation with? And no phones,
Oh,
just a
Neeme.
romantic vacation.
Neeme for sure because I'm getting
romantic. Where did romantic come from?
Well, look. If Brad, I don't know Brad at all, and I only know Neeme very loosely.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do know is that I would get one hell of a vacation vlog
Okay.
if Neeme joined
Yeah.
me. Right?
No, but no phones.
It's fine. He's gonna bring the drone.
Nope, no cameras,
No
no,
phones, only
just
drones.
you,
Why?
Neeme, and romance.
Why are you taking away their greatest asset?
Because it's
Wow.
it's just about them as people.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know either of
It's
them.
not about what you can get from them.
Yeah,
it's what
it's not-
you
this isn't like
value
all-
in
yeah.
their.
Well, here's the thing. All right, look, I don't know
personality.
anything about either of
Berkey's
them,
fucked up.
or I don't know.
really
I don't know
fucked
much about either of them. Let's put it that way.
I don't know
but,
shit about
but
both.
having watched both of their vlogs,
Mm-hmm.
all I know of Brad is hand histories,
Jiggities.
and yeah, that he calls Jack's jiggities.
Yes.
I have a little bit more insight into Andrew's life via
You
the
know
vlog.
what? I watched a few of his vlogs, Brad Owen, because I was like, what's all the fuss about? And I don't know. They are strangely hypnotizing.
Do you think you could do a supercut of like vlog 1 to like vlog 300 and not really notice much of a difference other than him aging?
It's like his voice is like so steady and calm throughout. They're really like hypnotizing. I think
Yeah.
he does some subliminal work on those.
That'd be strong if it's like Fight Club where he's just like working in porn clips.
Yeah, like I think there is something there because I
has to be
felt in a trance a
That has
bit.
to be it. We have to do
What
a deep
happens in
dive.
Fight Club?
There's a scene where
Wait, have you watched Fight Club?
Bro, come on, dude.
I'm just asking.
I mean, it's a
Does that
valid
mean yes
question.
or no?
It's
I've-
an asking
Bro, I've seen
question.
Fight Club many times. It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
Okay.
Great movie.
Brad
I've
Pitt's,
never
in,
seen
Brad
it.
Pitt's in the movie.
Wow.
Brad Pitt's
You
in
need
Slipper
to
in the
see
movie.
it.
I've never
You would
seen
enjoy
it.
it.
You would
for
love
sure.
Fight Club.
Yeah,
It's the
probably,
right level of testosterone
You love
for
fighting and you love clubs.
Yeah, I do love those things.
Yeah.
So now guys in both at the
Fight Club
same
is
time.
dark side.
I
It's
do love
definitely
those
dark
things.
side.
It's a good movie.
Wow.
Fight
It's a
Club
great
is
movie.
like the dark
Okay,
side.
I'll watch it.
Anyways,
There's
But
a
why,
scene.
wait, why don't you like Brad Owen?
You said that, not me.
Yo, this guy's a gaslighting machine.
Yeah, why don't you like Brad Owen?
Yeah,
like
that's kind
Brad.
of weird that
Wait,
you were
why
just
are
like,
you-
oh, if we supercut him, we only see him
You're
aging.
feuding with Brad Owen?
No, I like
Why-
Brad. I
What's going on right now?
I think what he's done is very impressive.
Just starting rumors.
You're just hijacking.
What I was gonna say about Fight Club though is there's a scene where Brad Pitt.
Brad Owen.
We can't ruin this for.
Brad Owen.
This is brutal because we can't ruin things for her.
No,
She's
don't
never
tell
seen
me.
it.
Are you
Yeah.
actually gonna watch Fight Club?
Probably
Yes,
not.
Yeah.
you have to watch Fight Club. We'll watch it at the house.
All right.
But there's a scene where Brad Pitt's working at a movie theater and he splices in like
Oh my god, I remember
1
this. Yes.
second scenes of dicks from pornos.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I would do that.
Yeah, so like subliminally, people are watching the movie and just like catching a glimpse of a dick.
I think Brad Owen does that.
I think
That's why I'm so entranced.
So
Right.
people want to see
Allegedly?
Brad Owen versus Berkey in a fight, boxing match.
Who
I
do you
feel like
guys-
I feel like he's very tall.
What's the line? Like, what are the odds on that?
it's like
betting,
60.
I think
what's
Berkey's
the
like.
betting line?
I think Berkey's
Berkey
favorite.
minus 150.
Nah, minus.
Guys, I gotta let you in on a
I
little
think
secret.
minus 200.
I do not know how to fight.
But does
I'm-
Brad Owen know how to
Well,
fight?
I don't know.
No
I don't
offense.
know. But I'm older. I'm a lot older. I don't know
Yeah.
how to fight, and I'm pretty confident he has height on me by a fair amount.
But you're strong.
minus
He does seem
400,
tall.
minus 210.
I'm 6 foot. I think he's like 6'3", 6'4".
So
no,
he
he's
has
not my
more
height. He's like
reach.
6'2".
But I think you have
Okay.
more mass.
Okay, I have long arms for 6 foot.
Bro,
for what
you're
it's
gonna
worth.
be fine. It's Berkey minus 150.
Do we have to cut weight?
You have to
No.
be around the same weight. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I
You
think
guys are
he's-
probably close though.
I think
already.
you're way heavier than him.
Somebody said Brad Owen's 6 foot 140. That's strong.
He's
I
not
can't.
6. He's not 6
I
foot.
can't cut down to
140.
140.
Yeah.
He's not 6
I'd
foot.
have to lose
There's
a
no
limb.
way he's 6 foot 140.
He's not 6 foot
have to, like,
140.
That's really
off an arm.
skinny.
It seems
That's
like the
very
people
skinny.
really do want that fight to happen. We might have to set it up. WPT might sponsor it.
Wow.
Should we do
So
during
I'm gonna fight a
WSOP,
honey badger.
Like a fight
You're gonna
thing?
fight Brad
I don't
Owen.
want to. I'm not a fighter. We talked about this.
Okay, you can sub me in.
Yeah, you have the anger
You're
inside.
scrappy. Yeah, you're scrappy.
Yeah,
you
but
better,
for a
you better
good
get
cause,
those nails.
Berkey, a
No,
good cause.
Now we talked about this, man. Whenever I mean, you weren't here, but the three of us were talking about our high school days, and I was saying how I got into a bunch of fights where I never threw a punch. Like,
he was a
He
punching
just
bag.
showed up to get his ass kicked.
yeah, it was one of those things where it's like I would talk shit on somebody, and they'd be like, "Meet me at the playground 3:30," and I'd be like, "Fuck."
Yeah, but just think about that. Like, you can gather all that like resentment from your
No,
youth.
there is no resentment. That's
that,
the thing.
like, you
like
didn't throw the punch, and now you can.
no,
take
you
it
don't
out.
understand. I
Yeah.
didn't throw the punch because I wasn't the one who was angry. I was just the one talking shit.
I have
But
like
what
violent
if WPT
fantasies.
sponsors
like,
it
often.
for like 300? Winner
Like, I
gets
get
300K.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
yeah. If you want to put
Oh,
$300
now all of a
on
sudden,
that.
Now
you
you're
want-
adding
you're a
incentive.
fighter, right?
You're
Now
adding
you're a fighter.
Now he's a
incentive.
fighter.
I mean,
Now all of a sudden you throw punches.
well, it becomes a sport at that point. You know,
Yeah,
you want
it's-
to pay
it's
me
always
to,
been a
Listen,
sport.
we got to get our preliminaries. So Matt's gonna fight Brad Owen. Who are you gonna fight? You're gonna fight.
Who
You're gonna
can I
fight.
I'm on the
fight? Who's
undercard.
in my
Landon-
weight class?
I think you
Landon's
can
the
fight
title
sashimi.
bout.
You could fight sashimi.
I think I could do that.
You could
yeah.
fight sashimi, and then Christian. Who are you gonna fight?
I don't know. I'm probably
Sashimi, it's
Jamin.
on.
Jamin. You and
You ain't
Jamin.
fighting Jamin. Jamin would mop the fucking floor with you, man.
Then we'll
Listen,
You
have.
think Jamin ain't got hands?
You have never thrown a punch. You're not
I
a
don't give a
judge
shit.
of anything.
Yo, maybe
I'm
you
a
two
judge
should
of
fight.
the fact that this guy who towers over you has definitely
yeah, so does
scrapped.
Brad
in-
Owen towers over you.
Nah.
Who are you fighting?
I'm fighting the honey badger.
You're not fighting
No.
an animal.
have
Landon's
to
the
fight
main
a
event.
person.
He's gonna get his
I'm
fucking-
fighting
You
the
have
honey.
to fight Bill Perkins.
I'm
Yes.
fighting Bill, bro.
You have to
I'm
fight
fighting the
Bill.
honey badger.
No, you're fighting Bill. You have
Bro,
to.
I don't have
fighting
to
Bill.
fight Bill.
It's
man.
fine. He's spotting you 9 inches.
No, he is. Yeah, I'm very tall. I mean, I am tall. Yeah. Yeah, it's a fair fight.
Yeah.
I
not-
don't know.
no,
Have you
it's not
seen
fair,
those
it's not.
fucking things on his back?
He's fucking massive.
I don't even know what those muscles are. I've never seen
He's
them.
gonna
before.
spot you 9 punches per
No,
per 100 seconds.
That's too many punches.
nah.
He would lose the
Not a
drug
boxing
test.
match.
9 punches. You get 1 free punch, it might be over.
Not in a
9
boxing
free
match.
punches.
Yeah, have you seen those things on his back?
Oh, I'm not gonna punch him. I'm not gonna punch him where
He's got,
I'm
like,
not gonna punch him where he's strongest.
Turtle shells on his
Anyway,
back.
congratulations.
Congratulations to Neeme.
Congratulations to Neeme.
Yeah, Neeme,
Congrats,
because
Neeme.
as congratulations, you have to find someone to fight. You get to pick who you fight.
So I think what the plan is for WPT is that, or at least I'm assuming, I don't know this to be sure,
Yeah.
but I think that the plan moving forward is for Andrew and Brad to kind of lead WPT meetups.
Yeah,
These meetup games are really fucking catching a wave.
they
Like,
get it popping.
this is kind of its own ecosystem now in poker, right? Where you create some sort of notoriety and you just generate a meetup game out of it. I mean, hell, Conrad fucking had one
I
last
know.
night.
By the way, there is a schedule going around that says Marley and I have a meetup game tonight. We do not. We don't.
But did you get it popping last night?
She got
Dude,
popped last
I
night.
got fucked up last night. Not like in any
How many
substance
big blinds
way.
did you lose?
Not in any substance way.
How many did I lose?
Not 1,000.
Close. Yeah.
God damn, that hurt.
Close.
Those hurt.
I've lost 1,000
Well, it
big
was,
blinds
but
before.
we
You
had
get
the
over
straddle on, and then it was
You don't get
double,
over it.
triple straddle.
Oh, then there's not 1,000.
So it wasn't 1,000, but
Yeah.
it was
it. It's
more
never
like
a true 1,000 when you
It's
lose
never
1,000
true
big blinds.
1,000. But we were playing
losing
2-5.
10 legitimate buy-ins live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be hard.
You've never lost 2.
That would be hard. No, it was with the straddle. It was 350.
I win 10 buy-ins live all the time.
But it's
Oh,
not really.
wow, Berk.
All right, okay,
You fucking do it on TV so people can see
First
it?
of all,
I just did.
First of all,
I just did last Friday. Fuck
First
you.
of all, A, sick flex. B, it's not really like 10 buy-ins when you're playing deeper, right?
Well, we're just gonna have all these qualifications
the
of why it's
buy-ins-
not a
Yeah,
buy-in.
it still is.
Landon's like, it has to be 6 max 100 BB live. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
He's not wrong.
It doesn't have to be like that, but when you're playing infinite deep and you play like a gigapot
Yeah.
and you win, you just instantly win a 10 buy-in pot.
He's
Like,
not wrong. I won 160K last Friday in like 5 hours playing 100, 200, where it was a smooth 160. Like,
This is what I'm saying. It's
There
not
weren't-
like you're winning stacks on stacks on stacks. You're
yeah,
winning
there weren't
massive
like
pots.
any notable pots. I mean, there were, but like, you know, they were just like, 300 big blinds, just go right on in with a bluff. And,
Yeah.
you know, you just fair catch and call it a day.
Yeah, we had a multiple hour-long argument about the ace-king hand.
It's
about
what
how many
happens-
big blinds is too much to get ace-king in for 3 streets.
Let's not reveal all of our secrets here,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah,
Because
shut
shut
up,
the fuck
dude.
up. Shut the fuck
Right.
up, Lenny.
People
Go
are
fucking
hey,
pet your goddamn
At
bunny
least
again.
let them pay $50 man.
What do
It's
you
only
mean?
$50.
We're not talking about
it's
it.
only $50.
I need a new picture, though. I don't have that haircut, bro.
Oh god damn! Why am I so angry?
What's up, bro?
Why am I so
don't
angry?
look
Why
like
does
that.
Melissa have on white face?
I don't look like that.
You have the makeup going. That's your
don't
new
look
makeup
like that.
program.
Of Tyson Men is really fucking
really
good.
It's a good graphic.
Of Tyson, man.
It's really good.
Wait, what were we talking about?
I don't know. I was just trying to find a way to work that graphic.
We were talking about
Congrats.
live poker and big blinds, and
Oh,
it's
yeah,
1,000
yeah.
big blinds isn't really 1,000.
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
just play massive pots.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes you just win a bunch, but
Yeah, sometimes you win.
If 1,000 big blinds is truly 1,000 big blinds in your game, you're in a bad game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Congrats.
to WPT.
So
Congrats to Neeme.
congrats to Conrad for getting it popping last
Congrats
night.
to everyone at our table. Me and Conrad both lost last night.
Uh-huh.
It was very
You're a
fun.
good
That's a good host.
You're the
I was
hostess
there
with
and
the
just like
mostest.
ranting. I was just like, oh, Conrad just overcalls the 10-8 suited on the fucking button.
That sounds about right.
Overcalls the 3-bet with 10-8 suited, gets there, and fucking he's like,
Conrad does not fold.
Well, thank
He
God
does
he
not
got
fold.
there.
You might win a tournament today.
He might win a tournament today. Big shout out to Conrad. He came in third in chips today with 100
Doesn't
big blinds.
matter if he
You're
wins
just
the
like-
tournament.
like,
You're
I'll
not
be-
getting any money off the tab.
He was like,
that tab
I'll be
needs to
here.
get fucking paid down.
I'll be here tomorrow. Wait, you have day 2 of a
Speaking
tournament.
of tabs,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna need to start a tab after last night. So
Anyone looking to be a tab backer?
yeah,
tab.
anyone who
Berkey's
needs
like JP Morgan up in this bitch.
I get no interest.
877 cash now.
I get no fucking
JG
interest.
Wentworth. Yeah.
JG Wentworth.
MB Wentworth.
JG Wentworth.
Yeah. MB Wentworth.
My brother used to work for JG Wentworth.
Oh man,
What did he do?
it's so
He just
brutal.
like picked up the phone and said cash
they
now?
they literally told in their training they were instructed to target elderly people and immigrants.
That's
Wow.
fucked.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
That's
Dark
really
side.
fucked up, and
Dark
it's actually
side.
going to carry us into another story. But prior to getting into that, I just want to make the announcement again. We have a meetup game this Saturday.
Another meetup game.
We gonna get
Wow.
it popping, baby.
We're bouncing all
We're
over
going to be
the
at
walls today.
MGM. The time says 8 p.m., but come at 10 p.m. because we're actually going to head to the Space Comedy Show first, hosted by Joe Stapleton. Headliner is Jocelyn Sharp. Doors open at 7:30. If you haven't gotten tickets for that already, I highly suggest it because we've been pumping this thing for 2 weeks, so it's probably going to sell the fuck out. Come for the comedy, stay for the cards. We are going to be
Melissa's
getting
gonna
it.
dump a couple binds to
I'll
you.
dump. Yeah, I'll dump a few 100 big blinds, a few
But it's
thousand
not a
big
true
blinds.
100.
It's not a true
It's not a
100.
true
It's
So you
100.
feel better
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, it's not a true 100.
It is
not a
really
true 100.
interesting though, because like when you play live, and most people just have like the live bankroll shot take or whatever, like sometimes having 10 buy-ins of like 100 bigs is like a bankroll, and that could just be gone.
Yeah.
Like you could just get wrecked and
Yeah.
you're
I was
gone.
actually I was actually wondering how many people in live poker just have like 15 buy-ins.
Like
Oh,
formally.
there's so many. All of them is the answer. All of them. For sure. Bro,
I'm just like I'm sitting. Sometimes I sit Bellagio 510. I'm like, how much
money you got?
do you have?
How much money they got?
this
Yeah.
might be
lot.
the first time in my life, in the last 3 to 5 years, probably the only time in my entire career where I had over 15 buy-ins for the stake that I was
That's
playing.
insane, bro.
Yeah, but you're also playing massive.
But the
Like, even then-
recreationals have all the buy-ins.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you lose every fucking day? You come back every day.
because they're not professional players. They
Bro, I
just got
started
money
doing the math.
everywhere.
I'm like, okay, if this guy's losing 5 big blinds an hour,
When you start doing the math of the people
I'm like,
who
he's
you
losing
regularly
100,000 a
see,
year. This guy's losing 100,000 a year.
But he
He's
makes
been playing
10
8
million.
years.
He
or
makes
more
10
than that,
million.
like that they're losing like fucking 9K a week or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, but
It's
they're not losing that in every game that they play. It varies. So
Yeah.
I don't even think like that's a fair average. Like in the games that you're sitting, you probably feel like he's losing 5 bigs, and maybe that's correct. But there's other games that he plays where he's just like winning small.
Right. It's not like every game
Some
is
of these
only
guys
the,
are not winning anything ever.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's fair.
but I get it. But yes, they do vary.
But yeah, like coming up, playing uncapped 510, if I had 20K or more, I was in that fucking game. 100%. And I wasn't buying him for 1,000
Christian,
either.
but look at him. He's hurting.
Like I don't think
This sounds,
ever.
I'm not phased by this.
You
This
better
sounds
win that
normal.
Bro, do you remember when Matt said the story where he lost the Kings versus Ace King or whatever it was?
Oh, yeah.
And he was just fucking dusted.
Yeah.
He didn't win the
Yeah,
flip.
sometimes you get dusted by the fake flip.
Zero
And you
dollars.
have to have balls of steel. Imagine running a triple uncapped 510 with your bankroll pretty much on the table. You're just running the triple. You're like, good
Why do you,
blockers.
I get
Bro,
yelled at for this.
why do you
I
think
get yelled
nobody
at for
bluffed
this.
rivers in live poker?
They
Because
still
everyone was under
that's
rolls.
what it is.
That's
They still don't.
their bankroll's
They
on the
still
goddamn
don't.
line.
These motherfuckers.
You
are-
got to know when someone else has their bankroll on the line to
Yeah.
run it because they can't call if they don't have the
Right.
nuts.
Right, like when the last bet is the remainder of their roll on case money, it's not fucking going in without the stones. You know how it is. Call flop, call turn, fold to that river bet. That's the nuts.
That's the classic. That's the classic way. The call, fold.
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. You can get as sharp as you want in this fucking game, but that last bet is not going in unless they have it or it's not case money.
Yep.
That easy. Speaking of change,
Man, it just
the
reminded me of the
segues,
hand.
the segues are beautiful
It
today.
just reminded me of the Queen Jack hand I played live at the bike where I literally had like no money left. Where like I bet, got raised, and then jammed the Queen Jack. And I was like, if I get called by a straight here, I just like have to go home.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
Feels real
That's
bad.
never fun.
He
yeah.
didn't call, so I didn't have to go
Just
home.
on your last
but-
spine of the night.
Yeah.
You're like,
I said that about the
We talked
hand I
about it
played
yesterday,
against
yeah.
about the Limitless, where I had the Ace King versus the 6 Deuce, and
Yeah.
he check raised me and turns a deuce. If he jams river, I call and I just go home a 200K loser.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
didn't jam river. He left me with 30K.
He left with case money.
And I spun that 30K up into 200, losing 12K for the day instead
Yeah.
of all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird butterfly
Do you ever
effect.
think sometimes when you're like, you leave someone with just like a little bit, and then they come back, and you're like, I could have stopped this.
I'm greedy. I don't leave anybody with fucking anything.
I could have stopped this.
I could have stopped this.
You're like the Thanos of live poker.
Yes.
You clutch all of your winnings.
That's right.
Yeah. No, we had the stand-up game going. We had the 7 Deuce. Everyone was with the shits.
That's
Everyone.
fun.
I like that word. With
It
the
was fun.
shits.
Yeah,
Where did that come from?
Someone
just
said
made
it
it
at
up?
a game I
With
was
the
at the
shits,
other
we're with the
night,
shits.
and then I was saying it last night.
Yeah, someone was saying with the shits last. That's what I'm saying. It was brought up yesterday, I think.
Yeah, they would show up and we'd be like, "Are you with the shits?" And they're like, "I don't know."
Like, I don't know what that means.
I don't know
actually,
anything
but
about
sure.
these shits.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, there's
Oh,
Melissa
man.
talking about shit again.
Speaking of shit,
Jesus Christ.
Michigan Poker is going to be joining the rest of the
Wow.
liquidity pool.
When though? When?
Wow.
Listen, we refer to people stinks.
Look,
We've
I
made this-
spent a lot of my college life in Michigan, and I got to tell you, it's a beautiful, beautiful state. But god damn it, it is so big and so cold.
it looks cold.
It's huge
Sounds
and it's cold. We used to
cold.
drive from Erie, Pennsylvania to the Upper Peninsula. And to give you an idea of how big Michigan is as far as like length goes, to get from PA to Michigan itself was roughly like, I think 4 hours or so, maybe 5. It took us another 5 or 6 hours to get to the Upper Peninsula. So once we got to Michigan, we spent an equivalent amount of time getting to the northernmost part of Michigan. Just
Sounds terrible.
it was absolute nightmare.
I don't want
Especially
to be
like
with the shits on that one.
you know,
Not
it's
with
the middle of
those
April
shits.
in the Northeast. It's snowing everywhere. We're riding in cargo vans, stocked to the brim through 25-mile-an-hour wind gusts where they're
Why
just
are you
rocking.
doing this?
This is what we were poor, man.
That's what the boys do.
This is
For,
what
what
the
do you mean? What does that have to do with
It was for
anything?
baseball.
Okay.
But like we weren't like real sports. You
We
know,
were
where you
driving
got-
through Michigan. Why? We were poor. Okay.
No, we actually weren't
It's like, you know
poor.
what I did when I was poor? Didn't go to Michigan.
Yeah.
It was actually a private school.
unnecessary.
We weren't poor. They just didn't give a fuck about baseball team.
Gotcha.
Like other athletics.
look-
Michigan
Ball.
is like football and basketball state, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Got some good sports teams.
yeah.
What is a baseball state? Like Florida and Texas?
New York.
Western Pennsylvania was for a long time. Actually, they were overshadowed by
Propping
football a
yourself
little
up,
bit.
Matt.
No, it's true.
was
they
only
were-
while he lived. there.
Yeah. He was holding that city together. He was the glue of that town.
Definitely wasn't from me. But they were obviously overshadowed by football. It's a much bigger football hotbed. But yeah, the southeast coast is probably like the biggest hotbed. South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee a little bit, I guess. Georgia for sure.
Virginia, right? All those
Virginia.
places.
Which like sport do you think is like the best guy to like to date? If you had to pick one for me, which
You don't
sport
even like
would you
sports.
Pick? No, I don't, and I would probably wouldn't
It's
date
like
an athlete. But
personality.
it's
Are
just
you
like
saying-
personality type.
Are you saying for me
I'm
to
trying
choose
to
one that I think
construct
will
like my ideal man in my head, so I'm just like wondering what you guys
Wait.
think.
So are you asking who you would get along with the best, or
Yeah.
who would be the
Wow,
best
the
fit
chat
for you?
is
Well-
just smashing hockey. They're just
Hockey, really? The chat thinks me in hockey?
Yeah,
Okay,
hockey,
I could take
You
hockey.
also hate sports.
It doesn't matter. That's not the question.
Well, they play
Hockey
sports,
players
so
are
they
the
care
most
about sports.
disgusting human beings
Nice.
on the fucking
Okay,
planet.
that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they loyal?
I think you should
Basketball's
date,
not
no,
loyal.
it's like probably like
Basketball. Where do we come up with
why,
these
why is
stats?
that basketball? Why,
Because they cheat.
Because she
should
watches
Because I watch the Kardashians.
she watches Real Housewives of
Yeah.
NBA players
I
or whatever
know.
the fuck
I
it is.
know. I know.
Basketball
I'm with
wives.
the shits on that. I
You
know what
with
goes
shits.
on.
Basketball wives.
You
That's
with
what
the
it is.
shits on the.
What
on
are the
sports.
best
people
athletes?
saying golfers.
golfers?
Pro golfers.
Come on,
No, way too classy
they're
for Melissa.
too old.
Way too classy.
Yeah,
Old.
and they're too
Golfers
they're
aren't
too.
old.
You know,
Hockey's a good fit. They are absolutely disgusting individuals. To
Nice.
let you know how disgusting they are, they don't wash their equipment ever.
They don't watch
like-
their
it's like a
pits.
No
superstition.
hits, no slits.
It's like a superstition. They just don't wash their shit. It's rancid.
I don't know how. I don't know
Yeah,
how I
but
feel
baseball
about
players have a lot of superstitions too.
I feel about that.
Yeah, none of them involve hygiene.
it. They don't wash.
They don't wash any of their equipment. I mean,
Someone says Tiger Woods. I digress.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I'm
No
sure like
Tiger.
once they make the NHL, they have equipment managers who like insist that they
They're like,
watch
hey,
their
you
stuff.
should probably clean this so you
So
don't get athlete
hockey
sports.
is your choice.
I think hockey would definitely be up there. Baseball players are probably actually a good fit for you because
Yeah, you should date some Dominican baseball players.
Okay.
don't date Dominican baseball players.
Why? You racist.
No. I'm just judging
not with the
based
shits.
off of you.
He's not with the shit. He's not with
Based
the
off
shit.
of chin alone, I don't think you want to date any
Nah,
Dominican
he's
baseball.
good.
So-
Trust me. Ellos te tratan bien.
They're good at gaslighting.
Are
too.
baseball players loyal?
Yeah.
Baseball players,
They just cheat on everything.
Literally themselves.
Literally, there's like
Yeah.
cheating scandals every day.
yeah, that's the.
So they're cheating on that stuff. That's fine.
So that's the problem.
Don't-
Yeah,
that-
they
you know,
cheat
as
in
long
their,
as they're
in
not-
their
yeah.
profession.
No,
Listen,
but-
people
They
that
get it
cheat
out
in
in
their
their
profession don't
Buffy.
cheat on their wives.
Here's the thing. It's a long season.
He literally looks to the side. He literally does an eye roll when he
you
says
might
that.
have a point.
It's a long season though. They're on the road for like 90 days out of the season.
Yeah, you need
No,
someone
I
that
don't
you
like
need
that.
someone
It's a lot.
that has a short season. Football. You just date football.
Football's not a short season.
yeah, but
it's
they have
16 weeks.
concussions.
Yeah, they have
and
concussion.
season.
They might kill you.
they might kill me. Yes.
Yeah,
So
I
I
don't
don't
know.
What's
like
the problem?
Y'all fucked.
What's this
They
sounds
get concussions and they murder.
Yeah, so what's the
CTE.
issue?
Yeah.
I have a concussion, so you
Right.
guys better watch out.
None of us care. End it, please.
I care. Okay.
Soccer.
I still have
Soccer?
stuff to
No,
talk
Soccer's
about.
probably pretty
they're
good.
fruity.
Ooh.
They're just Euro.
Are they with the shits
Exactly.
They're retro.
though? Are they with?
They're retro. Yeah.
So Michigan's joining the
problem? I
player
wanna get my
pool.
nails done.
Congrats to Michigan.
Yeah, congrats to
Michigan.
You made it. You're with the shits.
Yeah, all those sports ball players in Michigan.
Yes. Hockey players.
All right, so when? So I could just sign up right now, and I'm playing against.
No,
I'm playing against Cory.
The timeline. The timeline is dependent upon gaming, I guess. Basically, the article said that they have to ensure player integrity before they can actually combine, but everything is passed.
Yeah, we've been struggling with player integrity.
Yeah, player
nowadays.
integrity's been tough recently.
Speaking of player integrity,
Yeah.
a couple of
segue,
days ago,
man.
Chad Holloway reported that the mid-stakes poker tour scandal, where they tried to pay out in fucking
Mr. Silver.
in real
silver
life
smuggler.
Bitcoin. It's finally been eradicated. The owner,
The
Dan,
owner binked a tournament and now
Bekovic
can pay everybody.
binked a second tournament
Oh.
for $200K.
Okay, so the first one he pocketed, the second one he paid everyone.
Whoa, no. So according to the article, I think the vast majority of people were paid back after the first event.
Okay.
And I think he
We'll
still
give him
owed like
that.
15 people outstanding.
Gotcha.
And he paid them off after the set. Honestly, reading the article, it made me have a little bit more sympathy for him.
Yeah.
It seemed like the charity who was the head of organizing, who was the financier of the event, made the call to buy the silver at 30% fucking markup.
Okay.
Right.
So he was kind of in a bind.
And it seems like Dan was in charge of actually like running the event, hired through the charity.
Yeah.
But the charity kind of like threw their hands up whenever it came down to paying everybody out, as if like they should just, like the people should just understand they're taking a 30% hit here.
Yeah.
I don't know how accurate all this is, but that was the way he portrayed his side of it.
Okay.
And obviously
Yeah.
he decided to make
I can
good,
see that.
which is great. So I think it ended up being like 75K outstanding when it was all said and done.
Wow.
God bless him. He's on like a 400K upswing
Yeah, this guy's
himself.
just out here getting W's, paying back his people.
Yeah.
You
Paid
love to
everyone
see
back.
it.
I mean, you got to give
love
him
to see
respect
it.
for that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
We don't
I
have
respect
any
that.
feel good stories, man. If somebody's gonna scum the community and make right, I think that this is about as good as it gets
Seems like
for
he
us.
didn't mean to scum.
Yeah, he didn't
them.
mean to.
I
It
actually
seems like he
can't.
didn't mean
That
to
is
scum.
believable. That
Yeah.
like he didn't mean to.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess I don't want to give him too much of a pass though, because I do think that there are a lot of charity loopholes being utilized.
Yeah.
I know of an underground one where a Bitcoin game was rugged for a lot in Puerto Rico, and it was all
How much?
millions,
A lot.
probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 100 coins,
Oh my.
maybe more,
All right.
Mamma mia.
undisclosed.
Mamma
I don't
mia.
want to talk too much about it because they're
Off
trying to
air,
recover and there's a lot of shit
Yeah.
going on. But
Off air. We'll invite that singer poker player.
singer
He could talk about it
Ew.
from the Phillies.
Enrique Iglesias.
from the Phillies.
His dad was the Phillies.
Oh,
His dad was the Phillies. His
dad was
whole
the
team.
Phillies.
first of all,
Buy me some
He's talking
peanuts and
about-
Cracker
The
Jacks.
He's talking
entire-
about King Callis. His
Bro,
dad was the
entire team
announcer
fathered him.
for the Phillies.
His dad was the
was the
Phillies, bro.
Phillies.
Like straight up.
Being
as a
the
stat-
announcer kind of is the.
He was the Phillies.
He's the voice of the
There's a
Phillies.
statue in front of
He
the
was
team.
the voice of the Phillies.
He was
sure.
the voice of the Phillies.
His
He was
mom
the
slept
Phillies.
with every team member, and they don't know which one is his father. So this is the entire
God
team.
damn.
Damn, bro, he with the shits.
It's cold blooded.
But he lives in PR now, though. Shout out to PR.
Oh, he's
He lives in Puerto Rico.
yeah. There's a name for that. It's when you go there as a tax shelter. An
Extradited?
expat.
Expat.
Yeah.
It's really common. I think like
A lot
most
of crypto people do that.
Yeah. It's very, very common in the crypto space. Final bit of news today is Cory Zeidman. You guys may remember him as the man who slow rolled Jen Harmon back in the 2008 WSOP, maybe. He rivered a straight flush versus her Queen's Fool.
That was an insane hand. I just watched that.
And that's
today.
not really all that noteworthy. What's actually noteworthy is he was running a fraudulent touting scheme,
Allegedly.
allegedly. Not alleged. Is it alleged?
Yeah, he's not convicted.
He was arrested,
I-
not convicted.
I thought he. Oh, okay.
The Department of Justice is alleging this.
Okay. Well, anyway, it was a money laundering scheme, as well as wire fraud and many other things. Apparently, this is where I don't understand where the line's being drawn. So, as far as I understand, touting is not illegal, and
What
that's
is
basically
touting?
when you sell your picks. So
Okay.
you claim that you have some sort of magical ability.
So like what I'm doing with you guys.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly. You claim some magical ability of being able to read the moon and stars, where
Well, you
you can
do have
predict
a
the
magical
outcome
ability.
of sporting
I do.
events.
The
I have a
energies.
really good face reading ability.
Yeah.
It's a magical ability.
And you can beat, the rake or the vig. So it seems like he was a tout, but he was selling it
Allegedly.
as 100% can't miss. So I don't know if it's something in the messaging or if it's the amount of money that he actually acquired through his touting service, or maybe touting actually in and of itself is illegal and I just got this one wrong. But in any event, it seems as though he is really staring down the barrel of a gun here.
Yeah,
So
I
the-
mean,
the actual charges that he's facing, this is according to ESPN.com, is conspiracy to commit wire fraud, mail fraud, and conspiracy to commit money laundering as part of that scheme that spanned from 2004 to 2020.
This is going on for 17 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
so
Yeah, I think I read something like 25 million.
Yeah,
I
25 million. He received 25 million. Him and an unnamed co-conspirator from the dark side received more than 25 million in interstate
So
wire
you're trying to
fraud
get into
and
dark side.
private commercial carriers over
do I get in
16
on
years.
this?
I mean,
Yeah.
So he was selling it as you cannot lose.
It's a lock.
I mean,
lead
that's
pipe lock, baby.
That's pretty fraudulent. right?
100%.
Yeah, I guess so.
It would be like if like
When I was in college, there were like commercials and shit like this on TV.
like you can't lose.
Yeah, like
Really?
Nick the Greek, lead pipe lock pick of the week. Just sign up
When
to
they
my
say something's
service.
a lock, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
seems fine. No,
I don't know. I mean,
they're
maybe
obviously
now in
just,
the internet age where it's like you have to be an idiot to not Google something and find out
they're
if it's
obviously
legit.
just saying
So I
like
think a lot of what the chat is saying is that he was saying, like, he being Cory, that he had inside information and like these were like pretty like guaranteed type of things.
But then what
So-
happens when people lose? Because obviously that's
Right.
going to happen.
Right, I think that's the whole
And
thing.
this is going on for 17 years.
Yeah, hey, kudos to him for keeping this gig
I
up for
know
60.
because he's able to say you're not going to lose, and
Honestly-
people are losing.
Honestly, I would like to hire him as a marketer.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like with that high of his attrition rate had to be through the roof, right?
Sounds like
Like,
you can't lose.
I
if
mean,
he's a
that's a
marketer.
long career.
I don't know. We have 25 million to pay, but
I mean,
we can try.
it sounds
I mean,
like-
divided by 17 years.
I don't think we need to pay him that much, bro. He's going to be behind bars.
Yeah,
He's
what
going to be
is
looking
that?
for something
Over
to do.
17
Allegedly,
years.
Berkey. He might have not
Little
done any of
over
this.
a million.
Sure. But I mean, you know, it's if your attrition rate's that high where every week you're losing half of your audience, his acquisition model must just be out of this fucking world.
Right. Well, he had
Must be a lock.
commercials, right? He
Stone
had
cold.
Commercials.
Must be a stone
and-
cold lead pipe lock.
Yeah, I think that's the whole problem. The fact that he said he had inside information and then the investigations team is pretty much saying that in reality it was nothing but lies and he was
So were his picks fire then? Because like people
No,
were
it seems like
believing
they
he
were
had
li-
inside
bro,
information.
this is nuts.
It seems like the inside information was false. Like he
Yeah.
was just saying he
Yeah,
had
but
it.
but people
But like,
had
was
to
he
believe
beating?
that.
Was he beating?
Was he
the-
still getting W's? Is what you're
No, I
asking.
mean,
Right.
this is
Maybe.
it's what these guys do all the time, right? So it's like they like some people lose, they tell them to come back, and then sometimes they win, and then it's like a Ponzi, right? Then other
Yeah.
people come in,
Yeah.
and
It did go on for 17 years. So if he didn't win a sports bet in 17 years, he must be the woat. Right?
No, obviously he.
He was obviously winning.
You assume he's
a good
shooting
amount.
50-50.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
it's a coin flip, but
Is that how it works?
yeah, I mean you lose to the vig.
Okay.
Right, but like every game is effectively the line, unless they're bad lines. Or
Yeah.
like sharps will be able to pick out bad lines and things like that and take advantage. But the whole game of the sports book is to create a 50-50 line and then just charge juice on both sides.
Gotcha.
And just make money
Just
that
want to
way.
get as close as
makes sense.
possible.
Yeah,
I'm sure the money laundering part is probably like
that has to be the biggest
a
part.
big part of
Yeah.
it too.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
So what's that? What did he do?
The money laundering part.
Yeah.
I don't
there's
know.
no real
Like
detail.
wire,
Yeah, I
it
don't
said
know.
what? Mail fraud, wire
Wire
fraud,
fraud.
like, some stuff like that. Probably allegedly might have been.
Hey.
Sounds like a lot of stuff that
What
I
a
really
year.
don't know a
What,
lot about.
2022 is like the year of poker
Stuff?
players getting
I know.
getting locked up.
What else do we have, poker player wise?
Well, Gall.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever happened with? Do we know?
I don't know, man. He out of the blue started like DMing me, asking me if I was gonna play on Hustler, and I'm just like,
So he's probably.
"Are you a
fine,
ghost?
Right? Yeah.
What? Are
Is this
you
a
gonna
trap?
play?
Is this? Are you an undercover?
Yeah.
What is this? A sting operation? No, I don't want any slot machines.
Yeah.
Leave me be.
Well, maybe a couple.
Maybe, yeah, just run
We'll
him out of the
we'll
house.
have one here at the office.
I mean, I
For fun.
am running a home game downstairs, so
I mean, didn't
You know.
Blyden get convicted
it's
this year
like
too?
Was it
it's
this
like
year?
when your
I
mom
bet he
got
like
the
literally
pachinko
got
machine.
Yeah,
convicted
exactly.
though.
No way. It took that long?
I think this year was the year that he got like actually like
'Cause of COVID?
convicted. I don't know.
Bro, he got arrested fucking 2018.
Yeah, but bro, these things take time. Wow. I think it was this year. I'm not sure though.
You might be right. No, I think you might be
I
right.
remember it being,
I
like,
do remember
pretty-
his sentencing
Right,
being
being somewhat
relatively
recent,
new.
right?
Yeah.
This is a fucked up year, man. Like shout out, you know.
shout out.
Shout out to the year.
Shout out law enforcement.
Nah, I mean like I just like
Yeah, that's what happens
It's a
whenever
tough
you
year, bro.
when you lock the country down for 18 months, man. People start thinking of ways to
That's
lie,
true.
cheat, and steal.
That's true.
I can only imagine how much money was stolen off fucking apps during the pandemic.
App games?
Yeah, I had to have at least been robbed of 100K. At least bare minimum.
Yo,
If
you're
I-
a spot on these apps, man.
100%.
This is like the fourth time.
this guy gets
This is
6,
like the
7
fourth
suited.
time. Bro, every year he gets on these apps, and every year he's like, bro, I think I got cheated. I'm like, you keep coming back.
No, I know
rake
when
is
I got
just
cheated. I know I got
insane.
cheated on Poker Masters for sure, or Poker Fishes, whatever. Like that one was 100% confirmed.
Poker fishes.
How are
sounds
they
like
cheating it? They're colluding against you.
That was a collusion ring.
Okay.
Yeah.
About to get you, man.
Allegedly.
No. That one was
Not allowed.
that one was
I'm trying
100%
not to
for
save
sure.
us from a lawsuit.
Who am I accusing?
I don't know, man. I don't want none of these guys coming up knocking on our doorstep. We don't have, like,
They were all random Chinese
I'm a
names
taser,
and
so-
Chinese characters. I can't even
Yeah.
associate anything other than the avatar.
Yeah, they could associate you.
But they 100% were cheating.
It was a guy with a Batman avatar.
We would play like 4 or 5 handed, and like one guy would have like 80% VPIP and like 1% PFR, and you would just get caught in the mix of all this like squeezing that would take place post and pre. And it was like, I just thought that I was in the whaleest game of all time until it started to dawn
That's
on
how
me
it
that I
always-
wasn't winning.
Yeah.
Too good to be true.
I'm like, wait a second.
Man,
Straddle was always on. Game kept doubling in size. Didn't run unless I sat.
Oh God.
Probably should have figured that one out a little
Right.
bit sooner.
There was some talking. There were some points there that really
Yeah.
add up to what's going on.
Yeah, this was like very, very early app though, when it was like nobody was really on.
Like
and-
2019,
No,
2018.
or way earlier.
Oh,
like
earlier.
What was that
17.
other Florida cheating story with that involved like the blackjack and like it was a wild story. Remember with who was that dude that finished like third or whatever? No, maybe second.
Oh,
That was a wild story.
the dude was from New York. The guy who was friends with Dentali.
Nah, was it Dentali? No, but
You know who I'm talking about? Like the black guy that ended up getting put away for.
It wasn't
It was like
him.
millions that he had
no, but
stolen.
what I'm talking about is like it was the dude that was chewing gum 3-handed.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
When Sublime punted it off with the A7 off. the other
Oh,
dude.
Racner.
So Racner, remember Racner had like a club, and like they used to do blackjack, and it was a huge story, bro.
I vaguely remember this. I remember Racner getting cheated or thinking he got cheated in open face at Berkey. I think.
No, he was the one. He was the house,
I don't know, man.
bro. The chat will help me out, hopefully. But yeah, this was a wild story. I remember this was a couple years ago, bro.
Yeah, I don't really remember. It's hard
Then you
to.
had the Ivy thing.
Oh yeah,
That was a weird one.
I don't even think that's weird.
Was it?
He literally
No?
basically asked the casino for every single resource imaginable so that he
Yeah.
could cheat them. And it's like I mean, it's cheating, I guess, because you know of the unfair advantage.
Right.
But like they're also giving it to you.
Yeah.
It's like he just knows that there's imperfections in these decks and they're choosing to use them. Like, I don't know.
And then there's just some badass lady with him.
Oh, yeah. If you ever get the chance, read the ESPN article that was written about it. It's fantastic.
Really?
We should do a deep dive on that.
It's
We have a lot of deep dives.
It's written in kind of like a story format. I think that they were planning on making a 30 for 30 documentary out of it and then just never did. I can't recall the name of it. It's like
Yeah,
The
somebody
Queen and the
told
King
them-
or something like
Somebody
that.
told them to shut that down real quick. They were like, "Nah, you ain't making that."
But whatever it was like it kind of told her angle of it. It's really, really well done.
It was with bro John Racner among a group of 5 to scam. It was the Zima. We're gonna do this next episode.
All right. Well, I don't remember any of it, but
Sounds like
500,000.
they were with the shits.
speaking of cheating, speaking of with the shits, we have the big point of conversation of why you guys are all here. Ingram kind of tweeted earlier today that he has more information about new allegations being made against the poker room in Texas. We've known about this for a while, obviously. Landon was actually in the game that is being alleged to have been cheated. It was a no limit game turned mixed half and half between No Limit and PLO at Prime Social in Houston. And the allegations are basically that there were 3 recreationals, one of which who is alleged to be a known cheater in LA. The other 2 are, correct me if I'm wrong, just a couple random
Yeah, I have no idea.
Giga
who these
whales.
people are. No,
Yeah.
no idea.
like guys that the game was running around or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
We lost, obviously.
We did.
Relatively small compared to Clicker and Zamani.
Yeah.
So I guess, I mean, like I know the details that are going to be coming out. I don't want to poo-poo anything. Let Joey do his thing. Landon told us, and by us I mean like myself and everybody else who has financial interest in his play and everything else. Basically told us that there was some suspicion that the game wasn't on the up and up.
Yeah.
And you know, you can attest to this. Like our reaction was just like, okay, but like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
The general statement was just like, don't really know if it can be provable. Don't really know what's going on. Like nothing's really gonna happen.
Also, who do you hold accountable?
Right. Exactly. It just kind of is what it is. Like sucks.
Yeah, so I guess like that's the bigger conversation at hand here. It's not really to break this story about a game in Texas being cheated. Like, yeah, we think that that's probably the case, and it sounds like Joey and Doug potentially may be able to give a little bit more information, but also it's it's whatever. It's insider information that may or may not be held accountable.
Yeah.
What's more important, I think, or what the larger conversation at hand is that this is kind of a byproduct of the environment. And this is something I've been talking about relentlessly for weeks, if not months at this point, and something that I had even brought up in the past when I had done business in Texas at these card rooms. And that's these environments are the Wild Wild West. They are unregulated and very much unsafe. We've heard about shootings in Houston 3 or 4 times now at these card rooms. There are now speculations and allegations of cheating. We've already talked about all the issues of hosting big games there and how low the security is for those. When I went to an event in Houston, I guess it was during pandemic, maybe about a year ago, a year and a half ago, something like that. But there was a tournament. It was the biggest tournament at the time that had ever been hosted in Texas. I think it was a $2 million guarantee. They smashed it. And we also ran a live streamed 50-100 game. The game was great. Don't get me wrong. But like myself and Perkins are there with just like $100,000 in cash just on us. Right. And the best that we could do, like we had to physically bring that cash to the room. Right. So like, thankfully nothing happened to either of us en route. But then thereafter it's like, okay, we get to keep it in a tiny little storage box there that may or may not be secure. It's tough to know. Like we don't know to what measures they take into securing their cage and the money on site and things of that nature. But then when it's all said and done, we don't have any other option but to leave with the cash, right? So it's not like casinos where you have the ability to get cashier's check. You have the ability to send a wire. You have the ability to do all these things that allow you to move money on the up and up above board and keep yourself safe and off your person, right? The vast majority of these rooms, if not all of them across the board, are just cash businesses, cash in, cash out type of thing.
Right.
We already saw the shit happen with Johnny Chan's room where he was effectively in one way or another operating at a negative float. So, players are buying chips and there isn't that amount of money backing those chips. So effectively there was inflation taking place on your chips without you even knowing it until finally everything came to head and the room just had to close down indefinitely for a period of time while they ended up being 7 figures on the book in the negative, in the red. Luckily, he was able to find a new buyer. They were able to work everything out. Everybody got $1 for $1 on their chips, but I think that's a real rare outcome.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
No. When you see a run on the bank like that, where it's very clear that the bank doesn't have the actual funds to back, you're looking to sell at 30 cents on the dollar, 50 cents on the dollar. I know when Full Tilt seized the money back in 2011, I was very close with Brent Hanks, and he had his entire net worth on the site. He had like $250,000.
Oh.
And he waited as long as he could, but like 18 months later, he sold for like 75 cents on the dollar.
Yeah.
So take what you can get,
Yeah.
And so it's unfortunate.
How do we think that the cheating happened? Is that something we want to talk about or not?
Yeah, I mean, Landon can speak to it to whatever depth he wants, and then we can talk about like what's alleged.
Yeah. I mean, I personally don't know how or like what's going on regarding that stuff, but what I would say is like I wouldn't recommend, like I wouldn't play that game again. I just would not play that game again. No way. And like Joey's gonna do a story on it. Joey's kind of had some more information than I do, so it's probably better to just kind of see what he has to say about it and then kind of go from there. I think would make more sense because he has more information than I do. Because
you were there.
Seems hard for him to have more information than you.
Yeah, well, I only played once. Like apparently this game was running for a couple weeks. It was started as a no limit game, and then it kind of moved from a no limit to a half and half. Someone in the game did not want to play PLO and just was only a no limit guy, and said like, look, if you guys want to play PLO, I'll just sit out. So then it kind of switched to half and half for a little bit, and then it switched to straight PLO when this guy left. But this guy had nothing to do with it. He just was not a PLO player. So the game switched to PLO, and I stayed, and like, I'm not a PLO player, but at the same time, neither is anyone else in the game from the way the game was playing. So it's like, I like how I can brain solve better than the way that the action is going. So played, didn't really think of anything like in the moment. Like it just seemed like a good game and all that stuff. Ended up losing, kind of felt a little bad about it. And then after the fact was kind of told that there's probably some stuff going on. But at the same time, like, what are you going to do? Like, I'm not gonna get my money back. I'm not gonna give everyone else their money back for that action. Like,
this is kind of the unfortunate nature. So to be very clear, live cheating is very infrequent and almost never when you're talking about a casino.
Right.
All of the spots that I know about being cheated are private, and we have to start considering these Texas card rooms as private because they don't have an overseeing governing body.
Yeah, there's no committee. Like,
there's no regulatory body controlling anything that happens. So the allegations here are that the shuffle machines, which are not gaming approved because there's no fucking gaming board, were set. And Deckmate 2s are very capable of this. They can literally set the deck any way that you like.
Yeah.
They can sort the deck by suit, whatever the case may be. So the allegations are that they knew who held the winning hand prior.
Right.
I'm not fully positive that a Deckmate 2 can do that, but I'm mostly certain that it's capable of that type of technology. So it then becomes a question of, and we had this issue with Stones whenever the Apostle thing happened, right? There's no real regulatory body. In California, to open a card room, you're not really overseen by anything, right? I don't even know that they have to get a license for it. Maybe they do, but I'm not entirely certain that they do.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact that like there's no regulatory body overlooking like live streams, right? So they set up a janky setup that's no better than or no more secure than the one we have downstairs for Poker Out Loud that is, not really gambling and is meant for educational purposes.
Right.
They set up this janky setup, and then they have people working there that aren't making that much money and are very easy to get involved in a six-figure scheme, right?
Yeah.
It's not that hard to grease a palm or two and say like, yo, give me access to the server, right? And now all of a sudden Postle's a super user for the better part of 6 months.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not that much of a leap to assume that somebody involved in this sells the club on installing these hot deck mates or secondhand deck mates that they got a hold of, basically saying like, look, we can increase your hands per hour, at least in the biggest stake games that you run. Take these machines, like we'll sell them to you at a discount, yada, yada, yada. They have one guy on the inside who then is setting shit up. Game runs, game is cheated, boom. That's not that difficult, right? Cut in the floor guy, cut in whoever the guy is behind the scenes that had a little bit of pull to get this done, and we're moving on. This will never, ever, ever happen in a casino environment. There's way too much red tape. There's too much checks and balances. There's too little access or too little power granted to one single individual that would be able to set this up, right? So every single bit of cheating that I've discovered or heard about in the live realm over the last decade has always been a scenario like this. It's been a home game that sounds way too good to be true with a bunch of fucking NBA players, and you show up
with Chauncey.
Why you gotta drop names, man?
No, I mean, I'm not saying Chauncey was in on it. I'm just saying Chauncey was, we were trying to play with Chauncey.
Yeah, he was the headliner. But yeah, it's a bunch of NBA guys who seem to have just learned how to play the game yesterday that are inviting a bunch of mid-stake pros to play in the biggest game of their lives.
Hey, you guys want to play 1K, 2K?
It's nothing like that. It was 2550 that's going to turn into 200, 400 when your regular game is 510.
Yeah.
And these guys are like peeling it off with a stone gutty and no redraw with like 4 high for all of it.
Yeah.
Just like calling all in for like 30, 40,000, like looking to draw. And, they just make it look good because they're amateurs. So why is that so bad? I had a draw to the nuts, you know, that type of shit.
Yeah.
I've heard of other games in LA, similar type of shit where one of the players had an earpiece in, like a microscopic earpiece, and the overhead music that was playing, like the Bluetooth music within the space that was playing somehow got crossed with the radio piece.
My
Yeah,
God.
and then you heard a hand.
Yeah.
It was like Jack 10 of clubs,
way.
like over the fucking
Wow.
radio, not radio, but like
you
the
just hear like
speakers.
Madonna going on, like dun, dun, dun,
Bro,
dun,
that's
Jack 10 of
nuts.
clubs, like, dun, 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 like he's got 6 high.
He probably
Yo, I would
shit
check raise
his
here
pants.
because like you have a good block and he's got nothing. Like dun, dun,
He
dun,
probably
dun,
shit
dun.
his pants
Yeah.
when he heard that.
Right.
Can you just imagine you're just like
hilarious.
Just dark.
What do you even do?
listening to Fetty Wap or whatever?
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah,
Jack 10 of
baby.
clubs.
Yeah, baby.
What?
Right, like what do you even do there? And also
Run?
like
Hear me out, please. Wait, can I please cash out?
Yeah.
Safely.
I have to go.
Yeah, like,
and like, but I mean, like if you're a player in the game, do you even have the wherewithal to just like immediately stop the hand and say like everybody involved, table your fucking hands right now?
Who has Jack 10 of clubs?
Right, like who
Yeah,
has
but
Jack
then-
10 of clubs?
But then like someone comes out with
What
the
if you
strap.
have-
Of course, the second
if
you
you
do
have
that,
the
you're just
Jack 10
like,
of
nah, bro.
clubs?
All you gotta do is like you hear the music. It's like yeah, baby, and it's like Jack 10 of clubs, and like you just in the game, and you're just like, I'm gonna go, guys. Like, I'm gonna
But
see
you gotta
ya.
wait like 45
You
minutes.
just gotta. It's just
play
like
no
it's just like
hands,
everyone's
just
like
fold.
this. Like it's like in the office, so like they have the gun, like the finger guns pointed at each other, just like
Wait, but what if you had the Jack 10 of clubs and you were
you're not the guy
involved?
that's getting cheated.
You'd be
Probably.
so-
if I
you'd be
hear
so
Jack 10 of
freaked
clubs over
out.
the speaker, I am folding
I'd be
every
so
single
freaked
hand.
well, no,
out.
that's the
No,
thing.
the guy with Jack 10 of clubs isn't getting cheated, probably.
No,
Because
he
guy
is the one being
No.
cheated.
Yeah.
He's not the
that's what I'm saying.
cheater.
That's what I'm saying. He's not the one. He's
Right.
He's
not,
not
the one.
aware of it.
Correct. You
not
want to
the
have
one
So
cheating.
imagine hearing your hand over the
You
loudspeaker.
just pure your hand. Like wait a minute. Fuck, I got Jack 10 of clubs.
I would just open fold.
How do you know?
I'm out.
I'm folding
I'm
face
out.
up. Yeah, it's
You,
right
you
here.
should just fold for 45 minutes and then go home. Like you
just-
just peel aces, just muck your hand.
Yeah.
Just 45
yeah.
minutes. All right, I got a text. I gotta go.
You just see that you have Jack 10 of clubs. Like you flop a straight, and they say Jack 10 of clubs, and you're just like
What the fuck?
Jack fold.
I'm all in.
Yeah. No, but they know how the deck runs out, so like,
That's
they
true.
might beat you.
That is true.
Yeah.
Like, let's go Jack 10 of clubs. Get the money in now.
Yeah. So
There's a lot of stuff going on. Casinos.
I
with gaming
don't really
communities are
know
good.
what to make of this specific incident. I don't know how deep it runs. I don't know what this says about Prime Social. I think the bigger conversation in hand is just Texas card houses as a whole. It's something that we're willing to overlook, and we have been willing to overlook because everybody talks about how great the action is and how good the games are and everything else. But like this is the seediest version of legit poker that we know about, right? It's literally just taking the home game environment and scaling it to
Bingo. That's scale for everyone at home.
Yeah, for anybody who's listening at home on the bingo card, that is scale.
Scale.
And bad actors is certain to come into play here.
Bad actors being said minus 500.
Not now. But yeah, so basically it's taking like this seedy environment of home games, which are very easily cheated because they're a controlled environment with very few people and very few moving parts. And you're bringing it to scale now where it's still very few people and very few moving parts, but you're putting on this facade of safety.
Yeah.
Right? You're representing yourself as a casino, as a legitimized room that has to answer to somebody.
Yeah.
They answer to no one.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes it seem under like the guise of casino.
Right.
Where it's like,
But they
we're a
don't even-
casino. It's like you don't have a gaming committee. Like,
They're
you
not
don't have
even
to
answering
answer
to like
anyone.
local authorities,
Right.
right? Like they're literally the equivalent of opening a barber shop. And the service that they're providing you is one that demands incredibly high and scrutinized security. We see a bunch of live streams popping up throughout all of Texas. We're going to see another Postle situation. 100 fucking %.
Yeah.
There's 5 or 6 popular live streams throughout Texas, and I know for a fact they're not doing their due diligence when it comes to security. They're just not. And there is 100% degree of certainty that a Postle situation will arise again. It's too easy. We demonstrated it the first time around. They're all using the same system. They're all using the system that's built out of Australia by Andrew Milner that was never meant to be commercialized. He openly says this was
Don't use
never
this for
meant to be
commercial.
a commercial
Yeah.
product. Now, to that end, I think that he's leaving a lot of money on the table. He should definitely be in the works of getting a commercial
You
product.
definitely
out
find a
there.
way to commercialize it.
Yeah, because like, just charge more, man. Like everyone's using this product.
Yeah.
It's to my knowledge, unless things have changed, the bike, Hustler, all these streams in Texas, they're all using this product. And it all has a bunch of loopholes and backdoors and simple ways to be cheated if given access to the server in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So like we're just going to continue to hear these stories cropping up and popping out of Texas.
Yeah.
Where it's just fundamentally not on the up and up. It just can't be, right? Like no matter how many good people you have working for you, it only takes one bad apple to spoil the bunch.
Yeah.
And there's just way too much incentive.
Bad apple.
Bunch batch.
But bad. I was gonna say it's
you
close
said
to
bad
actor.
apple, which is close to bad actor.
I know what I'm doing here,
I know,
okay?
I know.
It's a conscious effort at this
Yeah,
point.
it's definitely a non-zero that cheating's going on, right?
I didn't say that. It is one of those things though where it's there's a lot of money flowing into those ecosystems, and it's too incentivized for a small group of people that have access and don't give a shit about working on the up and up, right? Like, what would you rather do? Be a poker room manager for $40K a year in one of these card rooms, or rob it for $250,000 over a couple weeks?
That's dark side, bro. Damn.
Right?
I'm off the record. Plead the fifth.
Right.
That's dark side as fuck.
But it's like, you know, and that's the nature of these Texas games. Like, the stakes don't even matter. The games just get astronomical. Every fucking stream game has $250,000 to $500,000 on the table.
And and like this game that I even played in, it wasn't streamed.
Right.
It
I think
wasn't
we
even
need to
streamed.
talk to what was his name? Justin Hammer.
Yeah, he was a TD.
But
of
he's
Prime.
the TD there.
But he's not anymore.
I get it.
Oh, he's not?
No.
That's what I'm saying. He left. So
When
why
did he
don't
leave?
I don't know, but he's
That's
not.
what I'm
he's
trying
not
to
the part-
say.
He's not there anymore.
That's what I'm trying to say. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, well, I want to know when he left.
Yeah, bro. Let's get on here. This is the kitty corner is open.
Yeah.
Put Justin Hammer in the kitty corner?
No,
Or
not
Justin
like that. I'm
No,
just
no,
saying.
no. He gets the comfy chairs. You guys go back to the
No,
kitty
I'm not going
corner.
back. Honestly, this chair's itchy as fuck, bro.
What?
Wabo set the camera up just for that shot.
Fuck, bro. This chair's so itchy.
What is wrong? You got
I'm
sensory
itchy.
overload or what?
Yes, a lot is going on right now.
Yeah.
I'm sweating and
Get the
and
fuck back
itchy.
into the kitty corner
No,
then.
bro. It's clearly
So
taken.
the chat's saying Justin's in Vegas. So I think, open invite. If you're in Vegas, I think he should come and talk to us.
Yeah, I'd be happy to hear his side of things. Well, I would like to talk to him off the record.
Well, yeah,
first.
Berk, I mean,
like, I'm sure that there's a high probability that he's just going to say like everything's on the up and up. I don't want to talk about it, kind of thing. That's what I would do.
That means something's definitely not on the up and up.
Obviously, something's not on the fucking up and up. We don't just come up with accusations of a game being cheated because somebody who's not good at poker won. Like, that's not the way the world works.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of details that are coming out that seem to add up to there are people in games that have found an edge.
Yeah.
Up and up should be another one.
And, like,
of those
I know
words.
that's like
Up
that's
and
been
up.
said at
man.
least 7 times this episode.
and up.
Up and up?
I'm
On the
going
up
to
and up.
enjoy all of
Can we
you
define
and the
that?
chat.
It is when something is ethical on the up and
Yes,
up.
yes. Above board, if you will.
Above
That's
board.
another
Which,
one.
by the way, the second that you start to take up and up away from me, I'll just start using above
Okay.
board. I have endless fucking idioms.
I know.
Okay.
This man is a thesaurus.
Okay, listen. I'm going to enjoy the mental gymnastics that all of you and
Yeah.
the chat go through
Yeah.
to try to pin down every single phrase that I overuse because I will
Different
just
one each day.
I
like,
will just move right
Yeah.
on to the next.
It changes.
So Justin is working the MGM series.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go
it's
talk to him
yeah,
on the
so
meetup.
let's
game?
go
I'll see
there.
you
It's a
Saturday.
non-zero that a bunch of bad actors are scaling their bad problems in Texas.
Correct.
And
Allegedly.
not on the up and up.
And not on the up and
Not
up.
on the
On the
up
down and down.
On the down and down.
On the down and even
the
downer.
DL, if you will.
On the down low, on the dark
Oh,
side.
he's
That's
getting-
right. Dark side
Yep.
reigns.
Dark side down low.
Yep.
Dark side down low.
Oh
reigns
shit!
supreme.
Justin said he's at MGM right now. Happy to talk to any of you.
Let's go.
Justin's the best. Thanks,
Get in
buddy.
the corner. Yeah, go with
We'll
the
chat.
What?
He gets to go sit with the. He gets to go sit with the
Landon just
bear.
goes,
No,
get in the
he
corner.
doesn't. You get relegated.
I'm not sitting in the goddamn chair.
You're sweating and itching over
That's because
here.
the light's on me, bro.
No, you go.
I
sit
didn't-
with
no,
the
no,
bear.
no, no,
Do you
no.
want to
Light
know
does
what, do you
not
wanna know what
emit
I enjoy
heat.
the most about the idea of the kitty corner?
No.
Outside of the fact that it really fits both of your personalities.
I'm sweating. Bro,
That's
this-
like
it's the
just
light.
take your shirt
so
off right now.
pedophilic.
No, it's
not there yet.
You're the only one who takes it there. You sick fuck.
God, it's.
I'm sure it's no
Chill.
secret. I'm sure it's no secret that like to anybody who knows me and like follows Pat McAfee, they know that like I kind of framed the structure of the show around the Pat McAfee show.
Yeah.
He loves
What
it.
I didn't realize, I've been watching this show for probably 3, 4, 5 years maybe. What I didn't realize until recently is that they have something very similar to your setup that they call the toxic table.
I like that better than the kitty corner.
We're definitely toxic.
It's Ty Schmidt and another guy that I can't remember. Every morning he introduces them. He's like, and over there at the toxic table, Ty Schmidt.
Wait a minute,
Understand though that it's weird to call us the kitty corner when you date people younger than
Oh
me.
shit!
Why do you keep?
That's my counter to the kitty
Absolutely
corner.
based in red pill.
That's my counter to the kitty corner.
Damn.
This is
every
not
time.
insinuating.
It always goes back to that.
This is not insinuating that you guys are of childlike
That's an
age.
insipid blow.
It has nothing to do with your age. It has everything to do with your personality.
Our maturity level.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Very
How long has the
bizarre.
Pat McAfee show been going on?
I think he retired.
Damn, bro. Why are you getting Pat McAfee like?
He retired 7 years ago, I think, and started it shortly thereafter.
It is good.
It's very good. It's really impressive what he's done. He's grown it from the grassroots.
Texas card rooms.
See, he watches.
Yeah, of course I watch. I watch because it's on the fucking TV all the goddamn time.
I really am curious, like, what Justin Hammer has to say now.
Well, we're gonna find out.
It sounds like we're gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that our man, what was his name? Freed?
Ooh,
The dude who
Prahlad Friedman?
No. The guy who scammed the bets just now.
The bets?
It's not even close to his name. I know.
Zeidman? Cory Zeidman?
Zeidman.
Jesus
When you said
Christ.
Freed?
Yeah.
Freed. Cory Zeidman.
Zeidman, Friedman, whatever.
No.
Did you know he's from Boca?
I knew
Oh
where he's
my
from when I
God.
saw it. I don't know him. He's 61 years old.
Maybe he just
So?
relocated to Boca once he became retirement age.
Yeah.
That could be a
Classic
thing.
Florida man does something like touting picks like they know anything about any sports ever.
Yeah.
If you're taking picks on someone from Florida, you're down bad.
Do you think all of the country's problems would just cease if we let Florida and Texas succeed?
No.
I don't know.
Didn't Texas
'Cause
want
they're
to
gonna have
become
the
their
same
own
problems.
country?
Yeah.
They're gonna have the same problems in their own little respective new seceded
Yeah, but they're
islands.
not
And
a
the
part of the United
problems
States
will be-
anymore.
There will still be problems.
But it will just be
there will
Texas
be
and
a little
Florida's
bit
problems.
of a different type.
I think if we just let them succeed from the United States,
Secede.
You know what I think we
What
should
am I
let
saying?
You're saying succeed.
secede
secede.
California. Get it out of
Oh,
here.
you don't have to worry about that. The ocean will take care of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
The
Get
ocean's
it
just
outta
gonna
here.
the ocean's gonna wipe it out in the
know,
next
you're
decade.
allowed,
Rising.
you're
Yeah.
allowed to do whatever you want. You can steal there. There's videos of people walking and taking blankets and items and just carrying them out.
Is this on TikTok?
It's everywhere.
It's
They're
on
allowed to
TikTok,
do
yeah.
whatever they want. The
I think
taxes are sky
Cali's
high.
great.
Get
Cali
it
has
out of
great
here.
weather.
I mean, what a
It has
terrible state.
great landscape.
I mean, what a waste. We deserve a beach. Get it out.
Wow. Mother Nature might just
We want the desert beach.
How do we get a desert beach?
Mother Nature might take care of that
California.
for you.
You guys
Get it
want to
outta
turn
here.
like Texas into
Where does
like
it go?
into
To the ocean. It's
a
it's
Skid
on a
Row.
it's on a fault
Isn't the word
line.
I'm saying a part of Succession?
No, it's secede.
Secede, not succeed.
Isn't it a root of Succession?
Secession.
Yeah, SUCCESION.
SECC.
Berkey's-
Secession.
How is English your
Secession?
first language, man? At least I
How
have
are
an
you
excuse.
so full of idioms?
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna lie.
Idioms
The
are
English
easy.
language is the dumbest language
Yeah, no,
that
I'm
could
really
ever
glad I-
exist.
Yeah, did you
Didn't
know
learn
that
it
shore
second.
up is spelled SHORE up?
What does that mean?
It means to like confirm
Shannon Shore up.
or to
Why
like.
do you talk like you're 80?
What are you talking about? This is a very common phrase. This is a very common phrase. However,
You mean like sure up?
like shoring up.
It's SHORE.
Suck.
Yeah, how insane
Succession.
is that? See, I was right. I literally fucking spelled it right.
because it's a different
Word
word.
that happens another after another. That's
Secession
What are you
is
talking about?
different than succession. It's a different
There's no
word.
such thing as succession.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Succession.
Oh,
you guys,
why are
have
you
ever-
gaslighting me?
you
Why are
guys
you showing me
ever
the
had
wrong
a succession?
No, it's secession. SECEC.
Different words.
SECE.
Okay, Guapo's just fucking gaslighting me.
Yeah,
that's all.
Guapo's gaslighting.
Yeah,
you.
it's
not to be
gaslight
confused
Guapo.
with suck session.
Yeah, which is
SUCK,
after.
Which is what I was-
SESSION.
Wait.
Which is
SUCK
what I'll be
is
doing
not a
with
word.
It's not suck session. Yeah.
Suck session.
Oh, a
It's two
suck
words.
session.
Oh, a suck session.
Suck session.
A Saturday night for you.
Yeah, with the hockey team.
Yeah. Damn,
Sure.
You should date
Sure.
I
Dominican
wish.
baseball players. That's Dominican baseball players.
I think they cheat.
I heard they're all bi.
Dominican
Wow.
baseball players are all
Yeah.
bi.
What the fuck were you doing in the clubhouse?
Yeah, what were you?
Not
you're-
me.
With the Dominicans. What were you doing?
Sources.
Listen, I played baseball in Erie, Pennsylvania. There were no Dominicans. But I had a friend who played AAA, and he said all the Dominicans were bi.
Really?
Yeah, they just wanted sex one way or the other. They didn't give a shit.
All right, respect.
They said a hole's a hole, man.
Yeah.
Blech.
Some might say
Pits
that.
and slits.
Some
No.
might say that.
Yeah,
Pits and
slits.
slits. A slit's a slit. Sex
Yo, you saw? Did you
session.
see that story about the valedictorian or whatever that wasn't allowed to say the word gay in his commencement speech?
I did. See
Why
some-
did he
Why
want to say
not?
gay? I didn't see this.
Because
Like he was like
gay.
the first openly
Okay.
gay. Like
He was-
Oh, because of this new law in Florida.
Yeah.
God
What's the
damn,
law in
let's let
Florida?
Florida fucking leave, man.
Yeah,
What's
Florida's
the law
down
in
bad. Look,
Florida?
I'm not gonna sit here and like represent my state and say Florida's great. Like sometimes Florida's down bad. Like they're down bad on this one. Like
Well, you saw,
horrendous
did you
take.
see what he did or
no,
not?
no, I didn't hear anything about this.
Pretty much he replaced the word gay with like curly hair.
Okay.
So he's like, so I've, one of the things that like it's like I've had curly hair my whole life, and he just pretty much replaces gay with curly hair.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
And does like a really remarkable job of
Oh,
it.
he's the valedictorian. He's fucking
Yeah.
smart.
He knows
Yeah.
how to write an essay.
He does a remarkable job, but like, yeah, he was threatened. They're like, oh, if you say the word gay, like we're cutting off your mic.
Yeah.
So
That's
he,
ridiculous.
yeah, I mean,
it's literally a law.
that's wild though.
You're not allowed to say gay.
Correct. It's
The word.
Yeah.
In
I
any
can't.
format.
You literally didn't hear this?
You can't say gay. Like you're gay.
The law passed.
Listen, he runs around Vegas screaming, "Yo, you're gay."
The law passed. I think
don't know.
3 or 4 weeks ago.
You're not allowed to say the word in the
I
state.
think it's called like the
What
no
will
gay.
happen if I go
literally
there
think it's
and
called like the
shout
no
gay?
gay law or something like that.
I'm
And
gonna do it next time I'm in Florida.
It was. Imagine you're just like arrested walking down the street.
I'm gonna be at WPT like gay and just see what
Out of
happens.
nowhere, like a security guard just tackles you.
Yeah, I just
fucking
get
takes you-
tackled and
takes you to a
tased.
paddy wagon. I think it's called the no gay law, but I could be incorrect about that. But anyway, basically, the premise behind it is that they didn't want homosexuality being taught
Hold on,
or,
I found
or
it.
acknowledged
I found it.
in schools.
It's
They're
only
gonna
for
call it
schools though.
something
Yeah,
else.
but
It said-
this guy was
hold on.
in school.
Yeah,
Hold on. It says like dubbed the "Don't Say Gay" bill by its critics,
Don't Say Gay,
formerly
that's right.
known as the Parental Rights and Education Bill. The text of the legislation states that classroom instruction by school personnel or third parties on sexual orientation or gender identity may not occur in kindergarten through third grade in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students in accordance with state standards.
Okay.
So it's like
weird.
for educational purposes, not
Yeah,
just like
yeah,
how
yeah.
like you can
Yeah.
do that. If you want to openly scream gay,
But
at
it's,
Scream
but
gay?
it's so it's
You can
specific
scream-
K through
but you
third.
cannot read a book about like two guys kissing at a school.
like kindergarten to
Now,
third
kid.
grade.
Can I read a book about two guys kissing
Probably
at a
not.
school?
Probably not.
Probably
Okay.
not.
Not if they're between
But
kindergarten
it
and
also,
third
it
grade.
also
see.
sounds like.
We'll see about that.
But it also sounds like the law is being misinterpreted and being used to leverage like distaste and hate
Yeah.
beyond third grade.
Yeah.
Right? It's already bad enough that it passed K through third. But it sounds like from what Christian's saying, like they're censoring now, like using loosely this law, basically saying like, okay, well, you're on school grounds, like as a valedictorian,
Right, there might
you
be a
can't say it.
kindergarten to third grader present, so
sure,
you can't
sure.
say it.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
That seems like
Yeah, we're gonna
how
have
have
to,
we
Are
regressed so
they?
far.
I mean,
We're
aren't
gonna have
they
to, like,
aware
really
that
look it up,
kids
though.
these days are literally like on the internet? Like they can just look up gay porn.
I mean, this is like akin to
Like I was like 10 years old, like looking at porn on the internet.
yeah, this is akin to like when I was growing up in the 80s and the idea of drugs and violence being portrayed on film, somehow encouraging us
Yeah,
to
like
be
video
like,
games making kids violent.
yeah. Like somehow Grand Theft Auto is going to encourage me to go out and be a mass
Yeah,
murderer who
kill
steals
hookers
cars,
and- yeah.
Yeah, I remember
bangs
all that
hookers
stuff
in
going on. Yeah, like
dark alleys.
Bang,
like,
kill,
First
what's the difference?
FPS, like FPS games, like leading to more shootings or something.
Yeah, I think a lot of
I
that.
play a lot of COD. And
I think a lot of that stuff has been studied and proven to be
wrong.
completely incorrect.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Now, Kith.
No, okay.
I don't know why I think that's so funny.
It is very funny.
It's because she always posts that meme in the chat.
Yes.
Of like these two dudes.
Because they'll
just-
be arguing, and then I'm like, okay, just kiss already, you guys. Jesus.
But you say it in a way where like you really want
Now
it to happen.
kiss.
I
Because
said.
Well,
it's like
yeah,
enough,
like the last
enough
picture
of
in your
this
photo
sexual
dump, yeah.
tension, you two. Just kiss. Just get it over with.
Oh god, it's absolutely unbearable.
Melissa's gonna run around the WPT now.
Gay. Gay.
It's fine, just don't go
Are
to
you in
school.
3rd grade? Gay.
You're gonna traumatize these kids. Like this one weird lady ran up to me one day.
They live in
saying-
Florida. They're already traumatized.
Based. It's true.
Yo, Florida's down bad.
Yeah.
Florida's got some down bad takes. It's true, but
I like
yeah.
Florida though.
Florida's nice. Yeah, but you haven't gone there for a tournament in 2 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, Florida stops are so great. I always go to Florida.
He just goes there to hang out in Little Cuba.
Listen,
Little
Cuban-
Havana.
The Little Havana, yeah.
Little Cuba.
Whatever.
Cuban mamacitas?
I almost said
Is that
Cuban
what
Town,
we're
but
talking
I knew
about?
that wasn't right.
He goes, shit.
Cuban mamacitas?
Jesus, man, those women, beautiful.
That's why you don't want to date a Dominican baseball player.
Yeah, that's.
You
yeah.
literally just showed proof why not to
Yeah.
date a Dominican
Told you.
baseball player.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
wow.
saying? What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that.
Because you know what? I'll have a ring on, and then he's gonna be walking around. Those bitches are beautiful.
I
I don't know why he turned into like an old man. Those
Turned into how-
bitches
yeah,
are-
Well, because that's how long
turned
it's going to take for you to get
Yeah,
married.
I know.
He turned
I
into the way
know.
that Matt speaks.
God
yeah.
help
He
me.
turns into the old man speech.
I need
Those
like
women are
I
on the
literally
up
think
and
I
up.
just
Yeah,
need
they're on the
like
up
an
and up.
exorcism.
Those women are on the up
They
and up.
are on
It's
the up and
funny.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's a tasteful way to compliment a woman.
No, as my mom.
She's on the up and
as
up.
my mom said, need to find some sexy, classy ladies.
Oh, cringe.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Please
Yeah.
don't ever say that.
Down
again.
bad,
Say
mom.
that, yeah.
Cringe.
All right.
So
Let's put an end to this
Anyway.
shit show. For anybody
we're not with
interested,
the shits anymore. Yeah.
the shits are over. For
The
anybody
shits are
interested,
over.
we are running another Poker Out Loud Academy. It's going to be August 16th to 19th. I think we have 3 seats remaining. If you guys are interested in that, head to academy.solveforwhy.io. It's going to be 2 days of training, 2 days of gameplay, 8 hours each, full Poker Out Loud style with a coach doing commentary in between to kind of bookmark or note the mistakes that you potentially made for you to look back on later. First one went off without a hitch. I was really proud of the final product. If you guys want to see what that product looks like, you can sign up for the free roll access pass at solveforwhy.io and check out the game footage from April. That's going to do it for us today. We'll see you guys all Saturday at the Meetup game. We'll be back here tomorrow potting as usual, 1:30 Pacific, maybe with more news to break. We'll see what happens in the next 24 hours. Until then, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you all tomorrow.
All right, man. This